Hi, my name is Sheena. I'm a student from the University of British Columbia working on the review board project this term. I'm working on the project of adding the automation flag to track when the review request is closed automatically. In the last video, I showed how the automate field are added to multiple methods and how the closed email is rendered differently when the review request is closed automatically. This is demo 2 and I'm going to show you the changes I have made on the review request change entry. Usually when the user clicks on the close button to either submit or discard the review request, a new change entry will be created. It will show that the status of the review request has either been changed to discarded or submitted, and it will render an avatar on the left. And since the user is the one who triggers the close action, the avatar of the user will be rendered on the left. Now, let's see what happens to change entry when I run the curl command that simulates how the GitHub webhook triggers the endpoint of review board to close the review request as submitted automatically after a push in the terminal on the right here. Here in the payload, we are passing in the commit ID, and the message here it shows review request number 2. It indicates the review request number that we would like to close. Here, when we refresh the page, we see a new change entry that shows the review request is closed and the status has now been changed to submitted, along with a change summary that describes that it is pushed to master with the commit ID that we pass in from our payload. Instead of the avatar of the user, it now shows the avatar of the review board logo, showing that the closing of the review request is done automatically by review board. Let's reopen the review request again. And lastly, I'll run the curl command that will hit the review request resource put API to close the review request. And in the payload here, we are passing the status as discarded, close description, and the automate field, which has the value set as true. And when we refresh the page, we should expect to see similar changes as what we saw with the post-commit webhook. And here we see that a new change entry is created, and the status is now been changed to discarded, along with this change summary that we pass in. And similarly, the avatar here renders the review board logo instead of the avatar of the user. And in the terminal here, we see that the payload of the review request has been returned. And this sums up the changes of the change entry that I have made to render the avatar differently when automate field is passed in as true to trigger the automated closing of the review request. Thank you.